Today I'm going to show you how I made these cactus plant cupcakes. Come join me. I started off with mixing up some vanilla cake batter. Once I was finished beating up this batter, I put some liners into my cupcake pans and I filled them with the batter. Once the cupcakes were all baked, I left them cool until I was ready to frost them. To decorate these, I took one of the cupcakes and I really crumbled that up because I'm going to use that as a topping to the others. I used a small amount of buttercream for each one of these cupcakes. I just put that on with a knife. Then I sprinkled some of the cupcake that I had crumbled up, dipped it into the crumbled cupcake, kind of push it in. I'm using that really as sand on the cupcakes. After I was finished with that, I went on to decorating these cupcakes. So the first one, I just used a coupler in the bag and made one blob in the center of one of the cupcakes. And then I used one of the closed star tips to put little dots or small stars all over that green blob of icing. After that was finished, I use a number 4 tip and just put small white dots on the tips of each one of those stars. Not even each one, but many of the little tips of the stars that I had added to that. Later, I go back and use a wet paintbrush and just kind of push those white dots down so that they don't have those points that you can see right now. I made several of those cupcakes, as you can see. I also went back and added some star tip flowers onto each one of those. Now I'm using a 352 tip and I'm just kind of putting like a disc of green icing and then using that tip to create leaves the whole way around that disc of icing that I put. Once I do this first layer, I will go to a second layer and keep going up until I cover the entire disc of icing that I put onto this cupcake. And as I'm overlapping them, I'm making sure that I'm putting the second row of leaves kind of in between two of the leaves on the first layer so that they're alternating. I do end up going back and adding another layer of these leaves underneath the first one, kind of poking out so that it looks like a fuller plant. Here I'm doing another one of those that I talked about. The first one, a green blob, and then using the star tip to cover that blob up. Again, I'm going back in with that number 4 tip to add some white dots to each one of the tips of the stars. And I'm switching my tip, and I'm going to change that, clean off that tip, and then use it for pink so that I can put some pink flowers onto this cactus. Here's what they look like when they're done. Thank you. Please come again, like, comment, and share.